We love the King Day.
I don't even know what the true benefit of that is, if there is one.
It just makes me feel good inside.
It does make me feel good inside. See? I can pretty much just rush every single building for like less than 300 gold each.
God, all those apples look like spam mail, or not spam mail, but spam pop-ups.
Get your apples today. Buy your Apple products for a cheap, cheap price. Send your PIN code to Steve Jobs. He's basically the
Send it to
he's basically
grave.
the Nigerian prince. Old people don't know the difference.
Well, in that case, you just are Steve Jobs and you're sending an email.
There we go. I'll start building flying fortresses now.
As creator of the computer, give me $1 million.
Give me $1 million.
I have seized your computer.
That's Steve Jobs has seized my computer from beyond the grave. I'm not sure how to feel about this. I guess just impressed, honestly.
It's so hilarious. The reason why they write it like that is, of course, to catch people who are actually dumb enough to fall for it.
Yeah.
But it's still hilarious to like see that type of stuff. Like, I don't think I've ever actually received that type of email with Google. I don't think I actually had email that was actively checking around the time period of the Nigerian princes.
Okay, I'm gonna actually save some gold so I can get the 2,000 boost. You know what? I'll save all my gold. I'll try to aim for the aqueduct in each city boost. Yeah, we're getting real late game here.
I could tell by the plane.
Yep. I'd say we don't have less. I'd say we have less than like 20 minutes left at this point at most. This is probably the last. Actually, I'm gonna build a spaceship, which might take a little longer. I'm gonna have to start building libraries and then switch over to libraries.
Yeah.
Okay.
Would production go towards anything towards building the super spaceship, or would that all be science?
It's 100% production.
Oh, okay.
I think I didn't build anything in that city. Wow, this city has 90 production. That's a goddamn lot.
Build a wall.
They're gonna build it next turn.
Make
I think we've surpassed current America, TJ. We're gonna build all the most amazing walls you've ever seen.
Does it have anything to do with the fact that America is spread all over the place and in many different islands?
The fact that it's all across the world, maybe. Oh my god, is he converting my city because of its shitty culture?
I'd say it'd be more...
I think my city was actually converting theirs. The Arabs just built a city on one of my islands, the bastards. And you know what? I'm communist, so I could just straight up declare war on him, the bastard.
Wait, you can? Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'm communist. Yeah, that's still... That's really cute.
That's a really cool plane.
Piss
Give
off.
us it.
Where was the... Where were they? There he is. You know, that's not the worst place for
Are you going to be
city.
able to take over them? Just by
I'll
being
probably
close to
just
them?
take them over with, like, general culture influence. Okay, so I need 600 gold. I'm producing 1,700. So I can spend, like, 1,100 gold this turn on, just whatever I feel like. And
Spend it on walls.
Just a mildly interesting thing is, even if I were to rush the Great Pyramids, I wouldn't get it. Once it says complete next turn, you have to wait a turn.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, kind of. Let's see. So, start putting stuff here. Start building up my library so I can start getting to that sweet, sweet spaceship.
We're gathering funds.
We're pulling our mass together.
Okay, now the banks are built.
Yeah, let's see. Go, and I think I can build one more. 1,700, yeah, I could spend like another 300 gold. And put another flying fortress there, why not? There we go. Now, next turn, we're gonna get aqueducts in all of our cities. Basically, all of our cities are just super amazing capitals. Hey, go away. Who was that? It was Ronald something.
Ronald
Weasley.
Reagan.
Was it Ronald Reagan? I'm not sure. Ronald Reagan, I don't feel like should be the top on economic.
Oh,
Trickle down economics, yeah.
Reaganomics.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
But he would just be considered influential, is what it would be in my mind.
I guess I can agree with that. Yeah.
Like even if you don't agree with his any of his politics or leadership, it was probably Roald Amundsen, an explorer, industrialist.
We'll find out as soon as I finish building all this stuff here. You can see I'm just like being able to build like anything in all my cities now for dirt cheap.
Okay, he was considered the last Viking. After running away to sea at the age of 15, Norwegian explorer Roald Amundsen made a career of exploring the coldest and most inhospitable places in the world. He was the first man to navigate the treacherous ice-filled Northwest Passage in 1906. In 1909, he was narrowly beaten.
Okay, now we just have a super sweet Viking in our city, I guess.
He was beaten to the North Pole, barely.
Yes?
And then he went to the South Pole in retaliation.
You just missed it.
Oh, what happened?
I was like, do you want to become communist? I'm like, I'm already communist, so sure. And then it's just like, people are in revolt. God damn it. I never would have become communist if I knew the penalties I would have had to pay. Okay, I'm gonna switch to science production in all my cities now. I'm sure I'll still produce a solid amount of gold, and everything should be pretty cheap. Let's see, the animations are slow to pick up here.
Okay, so basically, yeah, the dude was just the guy who discovered the poles, or he didn't discover the poles. He went to the North Pole second, and then he went to South Pole first, and he referred to himself as the last Viking.
Well, just everyone loves me now. Oh wow, we're sophisticated. Oh god damn it. No, I'm not sophisticated.
Oh, we're sophisticated. Better add some more communism to knock that shit down.
That was really weird. Why did it ask me to change my government?
We're getting out of the gulag. No, you get back in there.
You get back into the goddamn gulag. Who said you could get out of the gulag? Who's spreading these lies?
So we've been told of freedom that happens in other places.
Shimmer of hope in their eyes. No, I'll kick them right back down. See, yeah, my production is down in all my cities right now. I guess I need to wait for another turn for it all to kick in. But we're gonna get combustion and tanks next turn. Jeff led.
Another great person. Wow,
Nope.
you're getting a lot of great people recently.
Nope, got a tank.
Oh, that's a pretty great tank.
You know, usually the way I'd play this is I'd pick up all the technology. Since they're cheap, they give you a little bit of a bonus for each thing. But I don't... We're pretty much at end game here. So I'm going to try to beeline to get the Apollo program, which is in space flight. And once you build that, it gives you all the technologies. The only thing about it is if you do that, it doesn't give you the benefit of being the first to discover each technology, which is a slight bummer. But honestly, we're so far in, I'd rather just get done. Yeah, we're going to be trying to wrap this up pretty quickly.
No use prolonging it.
Yeah.
And their suffering.
Plus...
and the viewer's suffering.
And my suffering, please. Start building Sherman tanks. Yeah, because this is pretty much what this game has become. It's just, oh, what do I need to build here?
Oh, what should I do here? Oh, this will be cool.
That'll be nice. I'll put that there. Yeah, so
maybe add some flowers.
I'm gonna probably build universities in all my cities and then just not bother with much else since it takes too long. Let's see, library. All right. And we got our Sherman tanks, which is stronger than normal tanks. I think normal tanks was 9 attack, but I can't recall exactly. And we got our bomber units. You know what? Screw you. Let's bomb France. Our walls, they're useless. If they somehow still get 100% like bonus from their walls.
I guess they're hiding inside the walls.
Even though they totally shouldn't. I'm actually like 800 science over.
You should just go bomb Japan for the hell of it.
Do you want me to nuke Japan, TJ?
I kind of do.
I could totally nuke Japan.
As long as it doesn't extend it too long, I kind of want to see.
I'll be able to nuke Japan. All right. It's what Chijir wants. Chijir wants us to follow more historical routes.
It needs to be accurate to history.
This doesn't follow any of my stories.
I could buy communism being red, but us not bombing Japan? What? No. Not in my story, good sir.
This doesn't fit my narrative at all. Okay, let's see. Where is Washington? There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Define gold, sure. And what wonders do I need to build? Leonardo's workshop? Yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and build that. Already in the game, really. Got pretty much all the latest tier units. You know what? Screw this boat.
Just looking around for you, it's like, oh, we're so bored.
I could nuke the city, but that boat right there, she's just pissing me off.
Look at them mocking us with their stupid sails.
Go away. They're just, despite the fact that they'll never, ever, ever beat me, they'll just nonstop throw their corpses at my walls.
There's something hilarious about, like, the World War I, align the troops in a straight line. Oh no, what? They have machine guns?
Throw more. Shit.
It reminds me of the frickin', what you would call it, the Whitest Kids You Know sketch. Where they all align, who is it, the British, and how the how the revolution happened, and they all lined up, and they're like, all right, we shall fire one course, and then you shall fire the next.
Hey, good sir, I don't think you heard what I was saying. Was that Whitest Kids You Know?
I think it was a Whitest Kids You Know sketch. Whitest Kids You Know is a pretty funny old sketch show. I don't know if they're around anymore. I know the creators are still kind of doing different types of stuff, but
that's right. Whitest
they
Kids
used
You
to be
Know. For some
hilarious.
reason, I was thinking of Key and Peele the entire time in my mind. I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
The
Wait.
opposite of Whitest Kids.
Let me see. Yeah.
That's like the Dave Chappelle sketch.
Sure, it's a joke you get. Zam. Am I right?
Whammo.
Okay, and I just got a great scientist, so I'm going to use him to instantly discover spaceflight. It's quicker to check this way.
Oh yeah, those sketch shows were the best. Like,
boom! Now we got spaceflight, and we discovered the entire world, which I already did already, so that's not a big thing. And I'm going to build the Apollo program in my capital here, and that's going to give me all the other... What?
don't forget the nukes.
We're going to get the nukes, don't you worry. I got all these tanks now. See, this is what I don't like about in-game Civ.
So many units.
Is that you have so many units and you have to do that for each one. And she's like, no,
Can you just give up the units? Or tell units? I think we already discussed
You
this,
can't
but-
tell your city to stop producing stuff,
that
which is
sucks.
kind of annoying. In Civ 5, you can tell your city, just focus on producing extra science, and it converts like a third of your science, a third of your production into science. And that's a good way, like, if you've already built anything else, you can be just like, screw it, do that. Although in Civ 5, it takes a lot more to build all the things in any of your cities. Library's what I want. See any university need building? Nope. Save up my gold for the Apollo program.
Yay.
And I'll try to, I guess, since I've already got the last technology, let's see, what gives
Atomic
me
theory.
is, yeah, sure, we'll get atomic. Yeah. We'll get those nukes.
I need those pictures
There
of
they come.
nukes on my desk.
Are you really sure? I can get nukes on your desk if you want them, sir.
Ugh. How radiated are they?
Start sweating. Okay, so...
But kind of curious and kind of like, you can.
Okay, so, we could you know what? I don't need any more science since, I need to focus all on gold right now so I can rush the Apollo program. Let's see. Yeah, good for you.
New Orleans, you're doing nothing.
Build building, cathedral. There you go. Even though it gives you no benefit whatsoever.
Build a church, but
It's
without
basically,
religious.
it's like build a rec center. It's what I'm doing. Just like the most expensive rec center.
You need to build a sports facility.
What do you even do at the church?
We play basketball. You need to build $1 million arena at the taxpayers' expenses. Who will be playing there? No one.
Why? Don't you ask questions. Off to the gulag.
Communism's great.
If you could choose right now to be a communist, Cheeto, would you?
I'm afraid to answer this on air. Most, from what I've read, and this is gonna be a bullshit take, communism only works after the end of capitalism has taken its course. Usually, from I haven't actually gone and read serious works, but that's what I've seen from a couple of takes.
So what your armchair take is that
my armchair take is you first do capitalism to establish everything, and then once you have like enough like money and everything else going for you, that's when you do communistic or socialistic, more to say things.
There's a hot take. That's what this whole playthrough has been for. It's been for TJ to support
elevate my platform.
This has all been about you, TJ. This whole like 4-hour recording was to
set me up.
Was to lure you into stating your mind. Now off to the gulag.
Oh no.
The American gulag known as Guantanamo Bay.
And that's when Nick overtook the channel.
Gentle bone. We have fun here.
It was a good time.
I mean, I have fun here. Jesus,
we like jokes. I'm in the gulag. I'm not having such a good time. Nick's having a pretty good time.
This is TJ from the gulag. Please send me some tea.
Hey guys, can you give me some water or something? It's really dark down here.
Alright, so we're gonna build the internet first. Because the internet's important to me.
That's pretty important to me. We should have done that first.
There we go.
If I would have known and we didn't have internet.
We're gonna build temples even though they're useless because we're in game and I don't care.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say because we're building the internet.
Oh my god, this is this thing that starts to suck once you get the end game is this. You can't stop it, it happens every time.
Non-stop horns.
Oh god, I thought I got all the buildings. Build a cathedral.
Great lord, what should we build? Ah, fuck, I don't know, cathedral?
Since I got all the technologies, he's declaring an all-out war, and he's not gonna... I believe... Actually, he can make peace if he's scared enough. But I don't care, I'm just gonna ignore him since I have, like, super tanks in all my cities. He's not a threat.
I'm surprised Japan hasn't contributed anything at all recently.
Yeah, I'm surprised Japan hasn't talked to me, considering
they're just like, we're gonna stay in isolation. Isolationism, yay.
Isolation Japan forever. Oh, they got Leonardo's workshop, god damn it. That's kind of surprising. I can't believe they actually managed to build it. Ah, whatever. I don't care about getting all the wonders. All I care about, really,
you should just build
this right here.
You should have just been building like a shit ton of spies and just keep sending them over.
I could totally do that. I did that all the goddamn time in some of the ending playthroughs I do. Let's see.
Screw your workshop. Just kick it in the ground.
You notice I'm just like, yeah, sure, the first thing on the list. I don't want to go through and decide the best course of action for every single city.
Just mash.
Look how many goddamn tanks I have. 108 production in the middle of these plains. Like, if I was in a mountainous region which produces like 4 hammers for each building, I would have like 400 like production. It'd be nuts. They don't want to come anywhere near that city.
Oh, another great person.
Leopold Streletsky.
Hey, so many great people.
Who is Leopold Streletsky, TJ?
I'll find out. Leopold.
And it was like Streletsky.
An artist thinker.
Oh my god, stop. Please, release me from this hell.
The horns.
Yeah, just build whatever you want. I don't care. Do you really need to approach your god for every single thing? Okay, so...
Well, yes, it's communism.
Go ahead and sit all of them there. I don't care. I don't care. I've stopped caring. There's too many things to care about.
Was that lip to the gulag with you?
There's too many things for God to care about. He no longer cares.
He has reached the apathy stage of rulership.
I got Florence Nightingale. I recognize that. But I don't know.
Oh, you got another great person? Slow down.
Florence Nightingale, Chie. Chop chop. Who is he?
The first Leopold was English conductor, Polish and Irish descent, not ascent. He is best known for a long association with Philadelphia Orchestra and his appearance in the Disney film Fantasia.
Oh, I built everything else in the city, so it's actually gonna start producing some ship parts. So now we're gonna start going to space.
Okay, so Leopold was a conductor, and who was the other person?
It was Florence Nightingale.
Humanitarian.
All right. At this point, it's better to do one in each city. There we go. There we go. Sure. By the way, Chide.
Oh.
Oh. Is it really what you want, Chide?
Hey, Japan.
From the bottom.
I know you haven't.
Is it
I know
really?
we haven't talked much
Okay,
lately.
okay, we're going. Yeah! Holy shit! Get it back! It's happening! Oh wow, that was bad animation.
Japan's like,
You know
why?
there's supposed to be fire and smoke trails happening right now, and the fact that that's not happening just got ass.
You're engaged in this full-out
We just
war
launched
with
the
Napoleon.
tube. We just chucked it. There's no flames. Oh, there it is. Well. We're gonna talk to Japan first and see how they feel about that.
Let that be a lesson.
Oh, I blew up some ships.
Let that be a lesson to you, Napoleon. Don't mess with us.
Kyoto's size 1 now.
Japan, it's just the screams coming from it. He's like, oh, that's pretty bad.
Duh, he declared war on me. How could you? You're a Democrat, man. Oh, he's actually a republic now.
Where'd you get the support for that? All your people are dead.
He instantly changed from Democrat to Republic. I guess getting nuked can do that.